dare you call this weapon a bad weapon? Because it is. Next question. What's the worst Aerospray? Gold. No question. Gold actually was meta for a short time because baller spam was in vogue, but they nerfed baller into the ground, and that's literally the only thing that weapon is good at, getting ballers. And I guess painting, but that's how you get ballers, so I figured it counted as a part of that. Well, nobody's painting with me, so I die. They had a rapid blaster too. Like, that does not paint the shield very fast. It doesn't have a lot of DPS. Yeah, see, so I just beat a K-52 in a 1v1. That's not a thing that should happen often. There's still someone up there. We just saw them. No, we actually didn't. I'm paranoid. Okay, this is gonna be huge. I don't think they're ready to stop this. Yeah, wow, okay. They made the completely correct call. That push is probably the best one that you can make on this map. Because you can often get across the glass. You force the enemy team to rotate into a pretty predictable set of positions. And as soon as you win any kind of fight, you can get close to the goal very quickly. It's also not the easiest one for them to push out of, because they want to get to the right side, and that pushes it to their left side. So, for lots of reasons, that's the push you generally want to make when you can. That's your kind of default, your bread and butter. Going through the middle's fine too, but you gotta be able to kind of force it up the middle. And there are definitely some really exposed positions you have to take it through to get it there. So yeah, gold Aerospray is the worst. Silver and bronze, they get their specials quickly. Bronze has a burst bomb, which makes it the one that you can actually kind of use in combat sometimes. But you gotta bear in mind that you're taking an Aerospray over the Neo Splash, which has perfect accuracy and also has burst bombs and also has more range and has perfect jump accuracy when you're thinking of taking an Aerospray PG. So it's like, is that really worth it? The silver one is the one that has seen the most experimentation in competitive play recently. If you really want a curling bomb rush and a lot of paint, it's a thing you can do. Yeah, Operation Goldfish would be cooler, I agree. That's what it is in German. There are a couple of good ones. I think the, I forget if it was the French or the Dutch one, but it's a different translation and it's also very cool and funny. Okay, the Charger, okay, they're down. So it's just this splatter shot who is on the back wall. And unfortunately, they did not expect him to be on the back wall. But we still have control. I think I just do this into the street here. Yeah, well, we got 2 for that. I'm gonna play Rainmaker here so that I can, okay, so that takes that out of the equation. Okay, we're gonna try the sneaky jump here. People at this rank will probably have all just learned that by watching me see it. Or by watching me do it. Well, if any of those shots had hit, that would have been a pretty good fight to stay in, but they didn't. And I don't know if that was my fault or not. With this weapon, you sometimes just can't tell. Sometimes it's not your fault, but it's your fault for trusting the weapon, you know? Yeah, there are a lot of places that it can work, but the fact that it is situational is always a downside, because there will also be situations where it's not going to be useful. Whereas armor is going to be useful almost all the time, unless someone's on tower, I guess. Careful about your armors on Triggerfish Tower, okay? Otherwise, we're probably good. Let's play Rat a little bit. Oh, okay, they saw that coming. They had... It was a relatively predictable move that I was making, and maybe a little bit disrespectful to the level of play that we have here. Good stop. We really needed it to happen exactly that quickly. And I'm going to pick this up just to be safe so that they can't just grab it and run for lead. Get down over this side, and then one of those over there, because they'll probably be coming back on the right side. What if, though? What if they're not watching? Oh, well, that answers my question. Oh. Cool. Yeah, that was an awkward place to have it, because the bombs are... I don't know how to get them to land on that player without holding them for a second. I was trying to get, like, a cool bank shot to happen, but couldn't quite figure out the angle. And all these Rainmaker plays, I'm just trying to get them... Oh, no. I'm just trying to get the Rainmaker to a spot where they don't want to be pushing from. Push it a little further back. I don't know that that's really the best play, thinking about it now, but... Nope. Oh, my God. See, that's where the weapon starts failing you, right? I was pre-firing him, knew exactly where he was coming, had my aim on first. Still traded. It's like a trade with this weapon is a win against a weapon like that, and that's game. Yeah, when you grab the Rainmaker at the end of the game, you've got to be really careful, because as soon as you lose it, the game ends, right? So you got to take your time. You got to let your teammates get in front of you. You've got to have protection. If you just run into the enemy team like that because you're like, oh no, we lose if I don't push far enough. Well, yeah, but you're not going to be able to push far enough. You needed to get all the way through our street and down the ledge. Like, you think you're not going to run into anybody in that time? You need your team to push them out for you. Guess I should be using my Soda Slosher special better. Burst Rush is what that one has. That's not Splat Bomb Rush. That's also really good, but one of the reasons that it works really well for the Soda Slosher is that one Burst Bomb combos with one Slosh. So you get a damage combo effectively for, like, 8 seconds or whatever with that special that is stronger than the main weapon normally would be. We're gonna get flanked. In that situation, if you're my teammates, what you want to be doing is, like, watching where I got splatted from and, like, having a plan for the player who splatted me. Wait, I took enough damage from the torpedo? Huh. I did not expect that was going to kill me. I would have healed a little bit otherwise. I think that was survivable if I just dropped into my ink a little bit, but I was like, nah, that's fine. I can keep on rushing. splatted them. Somebody over there, I see. Okay. Oh my goodness. This weapon does not do enough damage. Okay, good stop. This is fine. The roller is a pain right now because I can't fight it super well and my teammates are not painting to look for it. So I kind of need to be their defense mechanism against it by painting to protect from flanks. Oh, they're going up over the top. This is a little bit of a waste, but I think we're good here. Nice. Okay. That's the 23, so that means we're up here. Well, that's as far as I'm going to get with someone shooting the pedestal for me, but... Ooh, a collat! Let's go! I don't know if that was a collat at all, actually. It was probably just one shot, but good stuff, though. Well, at least I can beat an undercover Brella. And we're up. Wrong for jumping straight into enemy territory every time. I mean, if he's got his teammates defending him, it's not a bad plan. Can keep a push going. And dying on the other team's side isn't the worst thing. But if you're gonna get splatted for jumping, you need to not jump. It is not worth doing that. How do you stay calm while playing? It's largely a matter... I mean, in this case, I have a cheat code, which is confidence, which is I know that I am the strongest player in the vast majority of these lobbies. Like, maybe there's another Smurf I run into every now and then, but I know that I expect to, without as much effort, win these matches. So that helps a lot, but what I find helps a lot in situations where you're a little bit more stressed is focusing on what you need to do next. Focus on the future, focus on planning, focus on the game mechanics, the strategy, the metagame. Like, don't let yourself be thinking about results, like win or lose. Don't let yourself be thinking about emotional things. Like, if you think about the game from a rational perspective, you will not bother yourself with, oh, it's so laggy, that weapon is broken, blah, or any of that crap that doesn't mean anything and will make you play worse. Like, just think, if something goes wrong, what did I do wrong there? If something goes right, what did I do right there? That is the most reflection that you should be having on the past. After that, it's all, what do I do next? Or even, what do I do next time might be another way to phrase that for yourself. To, again, keep yourself focused on what you can control. Which is not what happened in the past, is what happens in the next 10 seconds. What's happening in the next 10 seconds is potentially very bad for me right now. We're very backed up, and nobody's taking a position where they're going to challenge this jet. That very much needs to happen. Okay. That was absolute mind reading. I had no idea what direction they were going to come up from. I just got lucky that I was shooting in the right direction. Okay, that should be enough. Ah, someone else came in from behind. The teammates are being very cautious right now. Like, I get the charger backing up. That's a wise thing for them to do. But why do we have a Luna Blaster sitting back on top of the Charger? Like, I was surprised that the splatter shot wasn't pushing up into mid earlier. They play pretty aggressive, at least aggressive main weapons. But Luna, granted, is probably going to use Fizzy Bombs a little bit, but if you're going to get any use out of the main weapon, you need to be close to them. So we got to get close to them. Got to push up. Go offense! And of course that's not enough shots to splat because this weapon is bad. I didn't see that bomb actually. This is potentially lead lost. I don't think it's gonna be a huge lead, but oh, we actually stopped it. Cool. Jet is taking some really annoying positions. Now, in part, that's because they're not getting challenged at this level. Because when I go up to challenge them, it's generally working decently well. Make sure I don't back into that. I backed into that! I thought I was way out of that range. That is definitely going to be lead. That shouldn't be KO. Unfortunately, it was pretty close. And right now, what we want to do is just suicide this. Because what that'll do is reset it back into mid, and we have a chance to regain control and get back in there. They'll probably get pop. We probably still won't have control of mid, but we will at least have a much safer Rainmaker position so we don't get immediately KO'd. And we're also getting a lot of paint here, which is good. Jet is stuck. They found a smart counterplay option there, which was to go up. Do we pop this? I don't know if I've got nothing to pop. Oh, we got definitely pop this. Okay. Oh no, he's just gonna die for running it down. Man, I was trying to pick it up so that I could play it safe and let my teammates get in there in front of me. Because a Rainmaker dropping down into that much ink just is not going to get anywhere until somebody is able to clear the spot out for them. But them basically suiciding it there just leads to us having to completely reset. Oh, I went out too early. That has basically infinite upwards range, which is very silly. I don't like... oh, are they dropping down? They're not dropping down. Okay. I'll jump as long as they're up there. Yeah, okay. Being missiled, that was a little bit optimistic of me. And we need to stop running the Rainmaker head-on into them. I think we lose this game. I need to get in there and splat the Rainmaker in 3 seconds. They're just running it backwards. So. Well, there's a loss, unfortunately. Do you teach Octolings too? I guess. You guys are fine. Tips to reach X rank. Try Slosher main. KA matters, but not... It's a good correlation with doing well in the game, but it does not mean that you did well in the game. The splats matter if they are on players of the enemy team that matter. If you end up taking fights in places that don't matter, then, you know, you can trade 2 for 1 and still not be helping your team. That's one thing. Check your deaths, check your teammates' deaths on the Splatoon app, and see if those numbers are a little bit more alarming than the 25 kills. But The narrative that I'm hearing from I can sometimes go with 25 kills in one game but still lose is I feel like I'm doing everything right and I'm still not winning. Which is not a healthy thing to think if you're having trouble advancing. Because clearly there's something that's not going right if you're not advancing. Like, if you are a strong enough player, you will absolutely just breeze through to X rank. Like, I've jumped from S+0 to S+9 in one leap a number of times on when I did the how to get out of ranked videos. Like, it can be done. Therefore, if you're not jumping in big skips like that, that means that there's still more to learn, and so be open to learning. I can't tell you, like, any tips that will just, like, immediately improve everything for you. I have a video out that does a pretty good job of hitting the typical bases on YouTube. How to get out of S+ video would be a good one for you to watch. But knowing only what you've told me there's zero information that will actually help me, you know, tell you what to do other than what is in my videos already. So I would check those out first and then see if there's something you learn from there. If there's any specific situations, I'm happy to answer specific questions, but it needs to be specific enough that I know what the answer is going to be, because this is a complicated game. There's not just one single solution to get more wins, otherwise everyone would be using it. Ugh. Oh my goodness. I'm bomb rushing the shield and we're still losing it here. That's not something you usually expect to happen. I guess maybe a couple of us got splatted and we weren't in position to paint it from there. Must be it. That gets one of them. Did not realize there was someone below me, but I will take the opportunity to get it up here now that I have it. Why did I think they were going to go that way? Well, we've got it in a good spot. As long as we are able to do something here to win a fight, I think we're actually going to be able to make a better push now. Let's go in for a flank. Ah, they turned around. And we also didn't have anyone going in from the front, so they're just going to be able to walk it away from us. They're just going to pick up from there. Which is not going to get them anything. Okay, we forced him off. Nice. Painting for the Rainmaker. Let's go. Oh, man. Really good play from the Sunder there. This is probably a KO. We just gotta pop this. And then we get a pick. And then we run it up. Jet almost got me, but that weapon has really bad DPS, so they needed to hit more shots. Squid School, have you seen the new Splatoon OLED? Yes, I have. It looks very shiny and also does not do anything that my Switch that I currently own can't. So for people who want a new Switch, awesome option. It's got some cool Splatoon stuff on the front. For people who already have a Switch, I'm like, I probably don't need that. I'm not a collector. Like, I don't have a lot of money right now either. How dare you call this weapon a bad weapon? Because it is. Next question.